Hello, this is Ludic and I'm Plod. It's episode 10. Now at the end of the last episode we had finished making this shafty thing behind me, but we'd only just started on this ceiling decoration using a whole load of mangrove roots. But as you can see, that is all finished now. But it's not just that, we have succeeded in lowering down the ceiling of the entire cave, and we've made some excellent progress on the floor as well. Now I know I often say we've done this and we've done that in these videos, but this time I really mean it. I haven't been doing this on my own. I've had the help of the wonderful Eric Bannister. In fact, here he is right now. Now that the base down here is pretty much done, there's another area of the base I would really like to concentrate on, and that is up here on the surface. Now I had plans to do a whole load of stuff up here. In fact, I chose this area precisely because of how flat it is and how easy it would be to build a load of stuff up here. But all we've got is my house, which was originally meant to be a visitor centre for the river and the gorge, and has pretty much no interior whatsoever. This terrible looking thing that houses my shulker unloader, and is of course now next to a very big hole. And then it's just the top of the iron farm, my nether portal, and if you count it, the villager breeder all the way down there by the river. Now we might not have loads of time before the end of the season, but we've got to do something about this, haven't we? Over behind me, I've put an armor stand bang in the middle of our circle, and I'm going to give it this banner. And I suspect you know what's going to happen, because we've got Foxy No Tail's markers pack installed here on Ludic, and that means that giving an armor stand a banner means that we get to find out what biome we're in. But not just that, we can cycle through a whole load of things with the different armor stand poses, and the one that I want is this one, because what this is giving me is the spawning sphere around that armor stand. So that means if I was standing there, mobs would not be able to spawn inside this green circle, but they would be able to spawn between the green circle, or the green sphere I should say, and this red one. So it's quite useful for building mob farms and things like that. That's not what I'm going to use it for. Basically, I just want this green circle because it's a good circumference, it's a good width, good diameter, that's the one, radius, whatever. It's a good size circle for building a big round thing. After many hours of placing concrete and a trip to the desert in order to get some more sand to make even more concrete, we've finally finished this big round white donut shaped thing. And it serves no real purpose except to look kind of decent from the outside. I've incorporated the shulker box unloader building into it, and I think it's looking a bit better now it's been incorporated into a much larger building. And something else we did on a live stream was create these paths around the base using a mixture of good old stone blocks. There's a bit of stone, cobblestone, stone brick, mossy cobble, andesite, all that stuff. And it goes from the shulker unloader over there over to our little kind of home building over here. And yep, still haven't done the interior. And as you can see, we've got something else over here. So I'll show you that in a minute. But the path carries along over here Pops off to the nether portal that way, down to the iron farm that way, and as you can see, there's a path linking the two over there too. That's too many twos. And along the way here, we decided we need to start filling in some of the bare grass that was around the rest of the base. So we put in some flower beds, and very pretty they are too. Look at all these colours. And over here we've got a fountain, which I'll just reverse myself into. So the plan is to extend a similar kind of flower bed going that way and one that way and maybe over here. And I think what we probably need to do is actually move this fountain over this way a little bit to try and center it with our big kind of concrete donut thing going on over there, just to make that look like it's kind of intentional. Yes, I'm very definitely making this all up as I go along, as you can tell. But the intention is, as you fly around here and you see the base, that basically we've made our mark on the landscape, because we've got so much of the base underground in the cave underneath. And I wanted to have something to show that I had been here, up here on top. So that's really what we're aiming to do. And I think we're getting there. So we've got a fair bit more building to do, but before we get started, I'm not very happy with these hedges. I'd be a lot happier if these mangrove roots at the bottom were dead bushes. I don't have any dead bushes, so I guess we need to go and find ourselves some. It turns out you can't place these on grass. Didn't know that. That's fine, not a problem. Ah. Well, I was gonna say, I think that looks a lot better. And then this bit of dirt did that. The grass turned, the dirt turned back to grass, and bye-bye bush. Okay, I've got another idea. Now we've got mini mangrove roots. Pop that in there. Well, that looks silly. I think that might be okay. Be nice if we could join them up though, wouldn't it? Yeah, we can't place another one in there. We could get the mini block to go on the top instead and have a slab underneath, but that might look a bit strange. We've gone back to dead bushes with coarse dirt underneath to stop the grass spreading, and well, let's get the rest of this finished now, shall we? And we're all done. I've moved this fountain back like I said I would, and I've popped a crafting table in there in the bottom because that's quite useful. But yeah, now it lines up really nicely with our round white donutty building, and as you can see, we've extended the flower beds in each of the 4 directions. Not quite as long in every direction, we've just done it until the land kind of disappears, or I don't know, until we've got bored basically. And around the other side of the hedges, we've just bone mealed the ground to give us some long grass and some ferns and things. I've removed all the dandelions and other little flowers that you get from there. And we've done the same over here all around the donut. There's still plenty of cornflowers about the place, as you can see. But we did decide to base ourselves in a meadow biome, and I don't want to lose that feeling completely. So flying over the base now, I think it's looking a bit better. We've certainly made our mark on the place now. Remember at the beginning of the video where I said how much Eric has helped us to build our base? Well, I think it's only fair that we go over to Eric's base to lend a hand and help him out a little bit as well. First of all, I've come to the shopping area though, because I wanted to check my shop profits over there, but also, excuse the shrieker, just wanted to check my post. Now you might remember a few episodes ago I was given a task and I was told that there would be a message for me in my post box to give me the details of what I needed to do. But I've been a bit cunning. You see, you're not allowed to tamper with other people's posts, so I figured if I fill every slot of my barrel here with chicken, they can't give me the job to do. And that's been working really well all season. I did that quite a long time ago, and they haven't given me any jobs to do, so take that, Dark Lord person. Well, here I am at Eric's base, and as you can see, he's built this massive blackstone tower behind me, and if that looks like a lookout tower for an airport or something like that, well, you'd be right, but it's not for an airport, because Eric's been busy building a rocket. And inside the rocket here, this is the engine room, which looks really cool, doesn't it? All the copper piping and stuff of it. But it is actually really functional because this is also his super smelter. So we've got a little bit like the one we've got at our base. We've got a bunch of furnaces that go around with pistons pushing them. So it's all very cool. Up here though, we've got the bottom of a lava farm. So all the fuel that he needs for down there. These are the bottoms of... Oh, what was that dropping over? A cat. Okay. These are the bottoms of cauldrons that are full of lava and it's dripping down. Same kind of mechanism again we've got at our base, but on a much bigger scale. Up another level. There's the top of the lava there, and we've got a few other mini farms and things. We've got a wool farm, a honey sheep farm. Honey sheep farm? But anyway, we are here to help Eric, and I'm not quite sure where the control room is, where he needs my help, but I know Eric is fond of a hidden door or two, so maybe it's behind this button here. Uh-oh, what's that noise? Why is everything shaking?